He flew 400 combat missions and has been awarded more than 50 medals and citations. Now he's being honored with one of the most prestigious awards in Tennessee. Proud Memphian Colonel Elmer Follis Jr. is now 96 years old.
He sat down with our chief investigator, Jessica Gertler, discovering more about the impact he's made and why one Tennessee commissioner says he may not be alive if it weren't for Follis's bravery.
This is the same scarf right there that I flew 100 missions in.
A collection.
The same scarf, 100 missions.
Of cherished moments.
That scarf been over in North Korea 100 times.
That tell the story of Colonel Elmer Follis Jr.
Born in Memphis, yes. Lived here all my life until I went in the service.
He was 17 years old when he enlisted.
I made it through boot camp. And then I went into aviation mechanic school.
He discovered a love for flying, continuing lessons after he was discharged, and drove him to enlist in the Air Force in 1951. He quickly earned his pilot wings and jet fighter bomber training.
The rest is history, I guess.
A year later, he was deployed to Korea, where he flew 100 combat missions and got to meet President Dwight Eisenhower when he visited troops.
He wanted me to brief him, and I thought to myself, here's a man who led the invasion of Europe, World War II. This man knows more about this airplane than I do, and he's been so nice.
Follis doesn't call that his proudest moment, though. That came in 1967 during his tour in Vietnam. He got an SOS message. Troops were being overrun by the North Vietnamese army.
And if they did not get that close air support, they would be overrun by the enemy with catastrophically casualties.
He was part of a 3-ship mission as they flew through a treacherous typhoon into mountainous terrain, their plane getting low on fuel.
Most of the people fighting in Vietnam were teenagers. The average age was 19. And there are a lot of teenagers down there that are dying.
They managed to drop 750 bombs at close range, saving 1 battalion of men, an estimated 600 lives. In 2017, during a Veterans Day program.
It was raining so hard, you couldn't hardly see the airplane in front of you.
Colonel Follis relived the mission to a large crowd.
And that's when I almost had my first heart attack. I mean, we came down in a little gully.
In the audience, Matt Van Epps.
In 1967, my dad was in 4th Infantry Division as a tunnel rat. Was in Vietnam.
He was the assistant commissioner for Tennessee Veterans Services at the time.
He's talking about this, this mission where there was, close air support, both Army and Air Force, and they were being overrun. And Colonel Follis is kind of ticking through these details. I'm like, wow, that sounds really close to the story my dad used to tell my brother and I. I think that might be about my dad's unit.
Van Epps at the edge of his seat as Follis underscored the hundreds of lives saved and the children who would not have been born if it weren't for that mission.
And so when he got done, I got up and I said, I think I might be one of those kids.
Follis also shocked to hear what Van Epps said.
I think both of us were crying. It was very, very emotional time. I think both of us had tears in our eyes that day.
He did that knowing that he might not come home, and he did it to protect others, and so guys like my dad could come home. I have so much just respect and thankfulness.
Follis retired with 5,500 hours, 400 combat missions, 50 medals and citations, including 5 distinguished flying crosses. Now, at 96 years old, he'll receive another remarkable tribute. He'll be inducted into the Tennessee Aviation Hall of Fame.
It's a thrill, It's a thrill to be honored.
The application process is intricate. This year, Follis is the only inductee from our region. The ceremony is set to take place this fall, and his family plans to be there. Follis tells us, though, it will be bittersweet.
I'll be 97 when I get it, within a few days. That means I won't be around to enjoy it very long.
While he wishes he'd had more time to enjoy it, he knows he's lived a life to be proud of.
All important stuff right here.
The mementos, pictures, added to his collection. They tell his life story of duty, honor, and bravery, a legacy that will now be engraved and never forgotten. For your news leader, Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.
Wow, what a proud moment, what a Portswood encouraged there. Colonel Follis' career later became centered on nuclear operations as he became the Department of Defense Chief of the Air Force Central Command's nuclear branch. And to read more about his remarkable story and his accomplishments, just go to WREG.com and click on this story.